Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Honeybee Stamps. Welcome. Today we're going to be making a card using the New Year's Cheers stamp and die set. We're also going to be using the Layering Fireworks die set. There's two layers to this. We're going to be using some black cardstock, some white cardstock for a base, and some random white paper so we can stamp on. We're going to be using some Gina K Glitter Glitz Glitter Gel in red velvet and gold. And we're also going to be using some essentials that, pretty much every person needs. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get things ready here. We're going to do our first layer of the fireworks because this is going to require some drying time for you. Basically, I'm going to take the first stencil here. I'm just going to line this up to where I want it to be on the paper. I'm going to put some tape on the back side of the cardstock and then on the front. Not for sure why I didn't think about using my Waffle Flowers mat here, but whatever, it's too late. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this tape down to the desk here, and then we're gonna go ahead and first start off with the gold. So we're gonna go ahead and open that, and we're gonna go ahead and get that stirred up so that we can get that nice and spreadable. I had to add a little bit of water to this because it was a little dry, but after a little bit of water and stirred it up, it's perfect. So now we're going to take this palette knife and we're going to spread this on like cake frosting. Yes, just put it all over the place. We're going to spread that all over the stencil here. And then once we get everything filled in, we are going to scrape off that additional glitter gel because we do not want to waste. So we're going to go ahead and get everything that we can off of that and put it back into the jar. Now, a good tip here, and I did do it after the video was filmed, I did put some cling wrap on top of that between the lid and the container so that it doesn't dry out. Anyway, so right away, you need to go wash your stencil and your palette knife because if this dries on it, it'll never come off. But this is what it looks like with the gold on the black. And then we're going to come back a little later and finish that up. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get the sentiment stamped out. I am going to use some Honeybee Intense Black ink here, and we're going to go ahead and get this stamped out. I decided to put it on an acrylic block just because it's pretty easy. It's a sentiment. I knew it was going to work the first time. I'm just using a random piece of paper that I had left in my stash that was left over from a previous project. And now we're going to go ahead and get the sentiments cut out with the dies. And you guys know I am a huge fan of these sentiment dies. Literally every video I say it because it makes so much of a difference. Love it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get those taped down. We're going to run those through the die cutting machine as we always do. And then we're going to go ahead and get those popped out and we're going to start working on the next part of the card. And there you can see, cut out perfectly all the way around. So now I'm just testing to make sure that this is dry, and I really wasn't for sure how dry it was, so I decided that I was going to take the heat gun and just dry it a little bit. You know, it had been sitting there for about 20 minutes. It felt dry, but I really wasn't for sure. So now we're going to take the second layers of the stencil here. We're going to do the exact same thing, get this taped down on the back and then tape to the desk. And then we're going to take the red velvet and then do some more fireworks on here. And some of it will be overlap, some of it won't. We're going to go ahead and get this stirred up too. This was not dry, so I didn't have to add water, but we're going to spread this like cake again. And I really wish I could have a cake that had glitter icing on it. That would be amazing. We're going to scrape off all that extra glitter because we do not want to waste it. We want to save it. We want to make sure that it's available for the next time we make a card. And I had to be super careful because I did not mask off the top of that card. But that's okay because, I'm going to have to end up cutting off top of it anyway. So it doesn't really matter that the red doesn't go all the way to the top. Same again, you're going to go wash that stencil off and that palette knife right away because if not, it'll never come off. So here we go. That's what we have for our card panel. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. I want there to be a frame around it. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 4. And right now I'm just trying to measure out exactly how I want this to be cut. You know, I want it to be cut on every side so that there's no dangly bits hanging off of the card from the glitter gel. And so I'm just going to do that on each side of the card so that there's just a clean cut on each side. And I'm a little crazy like that. It just happens. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just, I'm that crazy. Anyway, so we have that done. Now it's time to start putting the card together. Can you believe it? We're going to take some honeybee glue here and we're going to put this all over the back of this panel. And we're going to get that placed onto the card base so that we can get it all lined up. That's the good thing about using liquid glue here, is that we can get that lined up onto the card base and it doesn't set right away. So if it is a little crooked, you have a little time to move it around. Okay, now that we have that done, we are going to start putting the sentiment on, and pretty much the card will be done. This was a pretty simple card. If it wasn't for the drying time, you guys, this card could be done probably in 15 minutes, seriously. But, you know, I had to wait a little bit for the glitter gel to actually dry. So anyway, the end of the video is coming. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you head over to Honeybee Stamps and check out the products by clicking the link in the bio or in the link in the description. And also make sure that you head over to Instagram and Facebook and all the social medias and check out Honeybee Stamps. But also you can check me out over on Instagram and here on YouTube by searching for Bromero Cards. And you can see all the other creations that I make and all other videos I make over on my channel. So thank you guys very much. I hope you have a great week. Have a great December. Get festive, have fun, and enjoy life. Talk to you later. Bye.